Morning. So today's story is based on a true love story. A love story of Robbie and I, and a giant lesson he taught me with emasculation. And I don't even know if he realized it at the time or I realized it. But yeah, so here's the story. Robbie and I started dating way back in '95, just a couple days ago. We started dating and all of that stuff. And when we would go out, he would always open the door for me. And yeah. And I was a very strong, independent woman. Um, and that's why he liked me. Men love strong, independent, free thinking women. And if you know Rob, you know some of his views and some of his hobbies. And believe it or not, when we met, I was quite the opposite. He was this kiddo that started his beginning in Texas and had a very manly man as a father and grew up with all those Southern beliefs. And I grew up as a tree-loving hippie with a very free-thinking, strong, independent mom. So we were quite the polar opposites. It was beautiful. And when we started dating, we would go out and he would open the door for me. But if he was taking too long or I was ahead of him, I would do the right thing and I would open the door and hold it. And finally, one night we were out and he got really frustrated with me, and it was so beautiful. He said, either I hold the door open for you always or never. And I was like, holy cow, it kind of like took me back. It really took the wind out of my sails. I was like, whoa, I didn't realize that this was a big deal. But it was. It was like, either you're going to let me be a man all the time or none of the time. What do you want? It's your choice. So, for those of you that don't know us, to this day, Robbie still opens all of my doors. And yes, I will stand and wait if for some reason something happens, or if he's off talking to somebody and it's not going quick enough, or it's cold, I'll ask him, because he's putting the groceries away in the trunk or something like that, one of those manly man things that he does for me. I'll ask him, Robbie, do you mind if I sit in the truck? And he'll tell me no. But the point of all of this was I read a post today of someone put out there, why do men hand over their balls to women? And I thought about that. I was like, that was emasculating to him. I wasn't allowing him to be a man. And it's the little silly things we do. And we see it all the time. We were out last night and we were leaving the restaurant and this girl comes walking very briskly up and she's with this really charming guy and I'm assuming they're on a date. And she opens the door and I'm like, she didn't allow him to be a man. Or the other day I was watching something and this husband was feverishly helping his wife run her business, and it was so cool. She got frustrated with him because he wasn't doing it to her expectations or her time frame. She just rolled her eyes at him, and I was like, oh my gosh, here he is giving you this beautiful gift of helping you and helping you build your business and everything, and you just emasculate him. Take his balls and put them in your purse and own them. Another friend of mine, she wanted something that would make her life easier. And so her husband finally went out and got it for her and installed it. And after he spent all this time with their daughters installing this item and everything else, giving her a gift, at the end she pulls out the instructions and goes, well, if you would have looked at this, you would have saved yourself at least a half an hour's worth of time. Oh my God. As a woman, if you gave somebody a gift and they smacked you in the face that way, what would you do? We'd have their head. And we'd serve it to all of our neighbors and let them all know what a jerkface this guy was. But how often do we do it? We do it to ourselves. We do it to each other. It's the little teeny tiny actions, the little things, the little ant bites, the tiny things that make the biggest deal. Anyway, just some food for thought. I'm grateful that Robbie taught me that I either get to be treated like a queen all the time or never. So, have a good day.